talk about it. Let's do something about it so that you can shout about it.
Welcome to A House Around the Corner. I'm your host, Tricia Zima. Have you ever felt like there are things that you still want to learn, gifts that you still have to contribute? You just need a welcoming place to do so. Well, there is a place just around the corner. Neighbourhood houses and Learn Local organisations are unique. They have a genuine focus on the individual needs of learners and the flexibility to meet individuals' learning requirements. Classes are small, so you get individual attention from the teachers as you work at your own pace. There's often a childcare centre as well, so mums and dads can just take some time out, take courses themselves, or just have a chat over a cup of tea. There are fitness courses, strength training courses, belly dancing, Pilates, all for the health of mind and body. There are nationally accredited courses for you to re-skill and improve your employability, such as a certificate in IT or an advanced diploma in business management. And you'll be surprised about how affordable they are, even some funded by the government. There are men's sheds, English as a second language, choir groups, cooking groups. This new show will be highlighting these houses and the wonderful programs that they provide. Our first glimpses into the windows of these houses are real gems. First we have Keith, who at 70 took his first seniors computing course. Now he Skypes around the world, staying in contact with family and friends, all from his computer at home. And then there is a group of people with special needs who love to go shopping and bring back fresh produce and cook up delicious meals to share. They meet weekly at the Basin Community House. And finally, there is Rachel, who came from tough beginnings, but turned her life around by stepping into the house around the corner. Since then, she has built up incredible skills and self-esteem, re-skilling with a Certificate 3 in aged care. So please join us as we give you a peek into the windows of a house around the corner.
Well, now is the time, I think, as you get old, like I'm 82, I'll be 83 next April, and now is the time that you really should be able to communicate with your friends. Sometimes I know it's a little bit difficult, distance away from home, etc. and that, but with computers it's so easy. Well, I shouldn't use that word. It's not easy, but it's very, very interesting work. It's a thing that I didn't think I'd ever be able to do. Did a bit of time in the Navy, and then I worked for Australia Post in the printing section for some time. I never came across computers until after I retired, which was about 17 years ago. And I used to think to myself, what am I going to do now that I'm retired? You can only do so much in the yard, and you can only do so much around the house. And I thought to myself, well, there must be something. It was actually my niece that got me going on the computers. She had an old one of those old loaded things that you put an 11-inch disc in. I think it came out of the Ark, actually. But that got me hooked. Virtually all that was on it was games. And I used to do all those things, Duke Nukem and Rescue Rover and all those, and I got great enjoyment out of it. But I thought, well, if I can do that, surely there must be something else that I can do. And I knew that there was such a thing as a community house, but like a lot of people, I didn't realise exactly what went on in community houses. You see them in every area you live in, but most people don't take the trouble of finding out exactly what goes in there, and it's a simple matter just to walk in the door and ask. I got interested in the Kanara Community House, and I found out, yes, they do courses in computerisation, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. So I did the basic course, just had to turn one on for a start. I finished the basic course, and then I thought, oh, well, I could still learn a bit more, so I did the intermediate course there. And then I thought to myself, well, I can go further again. So I did the advanced. And I'm still learning, even though I have my own computer at home now. I'm a very early riser, actually, and In fact, I get up with the chooks. I should have been born a chook, because I get up when the sun comes up and I go to bed when it goes down. So it's very easy for me to get on the computer early in the morning. My wife's asleep, I'm not disturbing her. I'd heard about chat, being able to talk to different people in the world on the chat. So I had a go at that, and I found that I handle that very well. Once more, you've got to be careful about the chat rooms, because there's some weirdos on some of them. But I found a chat room that were people of my own age. A lot of them are grandparents. They've all got the same interests of me, but of course they came from far across the world. I've met people from Brazil, I've met from Malta, from Holland, Canada and America, of course, England, and as I say, the enjoyment that we all seem to get out of it now, it's well worth it. It's opened up a whole new world to me, and I can't see any reason why anyone, it doesn't matter what age, I'm 82 going on 83, and if I could learn at the age of 70, I'm pretty certain that anyone can do it. When I first learnt computers, I thought to myself, am I going to be nervous? Well, I was a little bit. Everyone's nervous when they try something for the first time. But with the wonderful tutors that they got up at Kanara there, they explained things that made things look so simple. They were very, very caring and considerate. There were approximately 9 or 10 of us, and we all helped one another out. You could be sitting alongside somebody there and they'd be scratching their head looking at the screen and, well, how do I do this? And you perhaps might know, so you'd tell them, and then they'd say, oh yes, I didn't think of that. So you really do help one another out. The classes are varied in the ages. Most of them are young women. They've got kids at school or something there, and they want to, they're getting left behind and things. So, but apart from them, there's a whole cross section of the community in it. There's middle-aged people there. There's grandmothers and old cotton tops like me. When I did my computer courses, I thought to myself, well, they're always looking for volunteers at these community houses. Surely there must be something I can do. So I started off by doing a little bit of gardening, pulling a few weeds out, and then did a little bit of painting, painting the equipment in the kids' school playground. And I get the enjoyment out of doing that. And it's a very rewarding feeling. I've got plenty of time, and I know that it's very, very much appreciated. And that's what it's all about. It's helping one another. That's community work. I'd say, by all means, get onto a computer, all you oldies, if you want to learn something. The community houses are a terrific place to start because they're very, very caring. You will learn what you want to know. And it's not only talking to people from the other side of the world. You can log into a computer there and you can type in a question of anything you want to know about virtually any subject. It's not only for computers, there's all sorts of courses that are done there. And if people would just take the time to just find out what actually goes on in these community houses, I'm sure that they'd be very pleasantly surprised. It's no good sitting around all day, I'm bored, like a 2-year-old kid, I'm bored, I'm bored, I'm bored. Go out and make inquiries about these places. A lot of people look at me and they say, oh, 82, oh, too old to learn these things. You're never too old to learn, never.